Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. The search has resumed for a Newcastle man who's gone missing on the mid-north coast. He was last seen by family and friends around 10:30 on Saturday morning, entering a creek near Crescent Head on his paddleboard. The board was found an hour later, prompting an extensive search of the creek and nearby bushland. Police have arrested two men over a terrifying two-day kidnapping of a couple from Sydney in Port Stephens. In January, the pair were forced into a vehicle in Sydney's southwest and driven to a property at Swan Bay, northeast of Raymond Terrace. They were eventually able to escape and raise the alarm. Police say the man's finger was severed at some stage during the ordeal. Strikeforce detectives have now arrested two men in Sydney. They'll front court next month. A new report shows the Hunter has some of the worst bulk billing rates in New South Wales. The Clean Bill report found of the 45 GP clinics in Newcastle, none offer bulk billing. Only one of the 48 in Paterson provides services with no gap payment, while in the Shortland electorate, only one of the 36 clinics offered bulk billing. The situation is only marginally better in the Hunter electorate, where 5 of the 47 clinics provide bulk billing to patients. Operators are flicking the switch on the Liddell power station at the end of this month, making way for renewable energy. CEO of Business Hunter Bob Hawes says while the closure is welcome, more should be done to bring new projects online. He says the grid is currently unfit for purpose and wants the government to honour their announcements.
We can realise the net zero targets and the drives to renewable together. It's not something that either the government or the private sector can do alone. They're making the right noises, but we definitely do have a lot of work to do.
Meanwhile, the federal opposition is stepping up pressure on the Albanese government over the much-anticipated gas peaking plant at Kurri Kurri. Shadow Minister for Climate Change and Energy Ted O'Brien is in the region this afternoon, arguing Labor's plan to run the power station on 30% hydrogen from day one is uncosted and unachievable. He maintains the government's plan will put households and families at risk. A new scholarship opportunity out of the Greater Bank and Fasson magazine is set to create new development pathways for Indigenous artists across the Hunter. The Indigenous Storyteller Scholarship will offer up to $10,000 for a successful Indigenous artist to put towards accelerating their career in the creative industries. Fasson Editor-in-Chief Lara Lupish says the new scholarship is about aiding Indigenous youth on their creative journey.
Really want to open it up to everyone. It's a really great opportunity, and I think, as I said, the amount of the scholarship, the financial amount, is really substantial for someone who's starting out or in the middle of their journey. So I encourage everyone to apply.
2NURFM Sport.
Tyson Gamble has handed Knights coach Adam O'Brien a selection headache following his performance in his side's 16-15 loss to Penrith. It comes as Kalen Ponga looks to make a return for Newcastle this weekend against the Cowboys if he's given a clearance to play, having been out since their game against the Tigers last month. Coach Adam O'Brien says Tyson is a competitor.
I think him, and along with Jackson Hastings, Adam Elliott will be back in a few weeks. There at Jack Elliott, we brought in competitors, and that's what I love about him.
The Jets are now with a chance of making the A-League's top 6 following their 2-1 win over Macarthur. Brandon O'Neill and Matt Yerman both making the score sheet for Newcastle, with the side now an outright 7th on the table. Coach Arthur Pappas says the playing group showed a great deal of belief.
Most shots on goal we've had all season. So the intent was there, the hunger was there was a response, considering last week's poor performance and result.
And Hamilton's rugby side have suffered 2 key losses in their defence, with Tristan Flutie and Billy Clay both injured in their side's 41-35 loss to Wanderers. Meanwhile, Maitland defeated University 30-21 in their match. That's sport. I'm Jordan Regnis.
And the winning numbers in Weekend Lotto are 4, 16, 23, 31, 39 and 43, and the supplementaries are 17 and 18. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.